The broadcast is now starting. All attendees are in listen-only mode.
This training is for the Administrative Action Record System, also referred to as AARS. This training will be presented in two parts. In Part 1, we will focus on AARS users and discuss the functionalities of the AARS database. In Part 2, we will focus on the county and state AARS administrators, the SecurityUI Homepage, and managing AARS users. Each part will take approximately 20 to 30 minutes to complete. At the end of Part 1, we will walk through some of the search functions and upload functions directly in the AARS database. At the end of Part 2, we will walk through the AARS user management functions within your SecurityUI administrator homepages. If you are not a designated county or state administrator, you do not have to view Part 2 of the training, but are welcome to do so. AARS is an improved version of the Licensing Administrative Action Record System, also referred to as LARS, in which data related to notices of action is currently captured. The improved AARS database now includes records of notices of action issued to Resource Family Homes and administrative actions issued by other departments within the Health and Human Services family. The AARS system includes information from 4 databases that each captures specific data and documentation related to administrative and notices of actions initiated by both state and county staff. These databases are LARS, the Notice of Actions database, the Legal database, and the State AA database. The agencies with access to AARS includes all 58 California counties, the Department of Aging, the Department of Healthcare Services, the Department of Public Health, the Department of Social Services, and the California Emergency Medical Services Authority. The user role refers to the level of access a user will be granted within the AARS database. Your role will be determined by your manager or your designated county or state administrator based on your current job duties. If you are a DSS employee other than legal, you will likely be assigned a search-only role. If you are with a county department and you perform searches as well as upload documents, you will likely be assigned a county NOA legal DB role. Again, your user roles will be determined by your managers or administrators. If your job duties will require you to utilize the AARS database, you will need a unique Safe ID in order to access AARS. If you are with DSS and need a Safe ID, have your manager send an email to the larsadmin@dss.ca.gov inbox and request that a Safe ID be created for you. If you are with the county or another state department, you will need to contact your designated administrator, complete an access request form, and have your administrator then create your Safe IDs. If you do not know who your administrator is, you can send an email to the LARS admin inbox and that information will be provided to you. Once your Safe ID has been created, you will receive an email that contains instructions to complete your registrations. Once you have completed your registration, you will have immediate access to the AARS database. We suggest saving the direct link to AARS so that you can access it whenever you need it. To log into AARS, enter the Safe ID username and password that you created during your registration and click Login with Safe ID. There is a two-step verification process that requires not only your username and password, but also an access code. Once you click Log On with Safe ID, a Send Access Code box will appear. You will then need to click the blue Send Access Code box. Clicking the Send Access Code box will generate an email containing a 6-digit access code. Once you receive an email, simply open the email and locate the access code. Now copy the access code from the email and enter or paste it into your AARS login screens. Once you have entered the access code on the login screen, click the blue Validate Access Code box. Now click the blue Continue to AARS box to access the AARS database. One note, this error message has periodically popped up during user logins. If this error box appears during your login, simply click the blue Login with Safe button. Then click Continue to AARS on the next screen, and this will take you into the AARS database. Once you log into AARS, you will come to the starting page, which is the search screen. The search screen is the starting page for all AARS users, regardless of the user role. Your assigned role will determine the functions available to you on the search screen. If you have been assigned a role that includes uploading, those options will be available to you near the top of the search page. The search function is available to all users and includes matches from 3 of the 4 databases discussed earlier. The legal database is only searchable by legal staff, and therefore information from the legal database will not be included in your search results. To search AARS, simply enter your search data and click the search button. Providing more information for the search will narrow your search results and make it easier for you to locate cases. AARS will search for different variations of the search data. For example, searches for the name John may yield results for names such as Johnson, John, J-O-N, Joan, J-O-A-N, and other variations of the name John. There are several different search options you can utilize depending on which method works best for you. After you have entered your search criteria, click the search button and your search results will display. The results will be displayed in 3 sections: CDSS actions, followed by county-only resource family actions, and then actions by other state departments. The CDS actions section will display first. Scroll down to see county and other state department actions related to your search. Once you have completed your search and located the correct administrative action, click the blue case number to open the Licensing Administrative Action Case Detail page. The Licensing Administrative Action Case page contains licensee information, a list of filed accusations and/or statements, case documents, and any related cases. To view a document, click the document you wish to view. A pop-up box will appear at the bottom of the page. Click Open to view the document. A PDF of the selected document will then display. After you have finished your review, you can simply close the document. If you have been assigned a user role that has uploading capabilities, you will have upload options at the top of your search page. You should only be uploading documents for your prospective county or state departments. If you receive a document for another county that needs to be uploaded, forward that document to the appropriate county so that county can upload the document to AARS. To upload a NOA or exclusion order, click the Upload NOA Exclusion Order button near the top of the search page. The Upload RFA Notice of Action Exclusion Order page will appear. Once the upload page appears, you will need to enter the required information in order to upload a document. The Date of NOA Exclusion Order field will auto-populate to the current date. Please update this field to reflect the date that the NOA was issued or the administrative action became effective. If you forget to change the date at the time of the upload, you will be able to go back and update the date to reflect the issued or effective dates. Then click Browse, locate the document you wish to upload, select that document, and click the Upload button at the bottom of the page. Once you upload a document, the County RFA Notice of Action Exclusion Order detail page will display, and the document will go into a pending status. The pending status gives time for the resource family to appeal if they choose to do so. You will then be able to update the status based on whether an appeal was or was not received. You will be able to see the document that has been uploaded along with a running history of activity associated with the document. In this sample, you'll notice under History, the document was uploaded on August 7, 2017 and went into a pending status. On August 11, 2017, an appeal was received and the status was updated to Appeal Received. The process for uploading legal documents is similar to NOA exclusion orders. To upload a legal document, click the Upload Legal Documents button, enter all the required fields, click Browse, and locate the document you wish to upload. Then click Upload. You will receive a confirmation that the document was uploaded. However, you will not be able to perform a search for the document once it has been uploaded. Only legal staff will be able to access and search the legal documents. For assistance, including issues regarding registration, error messages, and login and passwords, send an email to the AARS admin at DSS inbox, and the AARS administrators will work with you to resolve your issues. If you are with a county or another state department, please work with your administrators first to try to resolve any issues related to AARS. If you are unable to resolve the issues with your administrators, then send an email to the AARS admin box and we will work with you to resolve your issues. Now we will log into the AARS database and review some of the functions. This is the AARS login screen. Once you are on your login screens, simply enter your username and passwords and click Log In with Safe ID. Again, there is a two-step verification process, so you will need to request an access code. After you have requested your access code, your email will come in about 30 seconds to a minute. Once you receive that email, you're simply going to open the email and copy the access code directly into your validation screens. So we're going to copy this access code, and then we're going to hit Validate. And then we're going to continue into the AARS system. Again, if this error message comes up, you're just going to simply click Login with Safe, and then continue to AARS. And this will bring you to your search screens. Now you'll notice at the top, again, depending on the user role, you will have different options available to you at the top of your search screens. If you have search-only access, then you won't have any of these upload options. Again, if you upload documents and that is part of your user role, you will simply click on Upload the NOA document in order to upload. But let's just go through some of the basic search functions. Again, the quality of your searches is going to depend on the amount of search data that you have available. There are different ways to search the system. You do not have to use full names. If you only know a portion of the name, simply put that information into your search screens and go ahead and hit search. So we'll just do a couple basic searches. I'm going to use the last name Williams, and we're going to click search. Now what the system is going to do is pull up any matches with DSS, the county, or other state departments that have any actions with the name Williams, or possibly William or Willie, different variations of the name Williams. As you see, DSS Actions displays first. As you scroll down, you will see any actions from county or other state departments associated with the name Williams. So what we're going to do is go back and then try to narrow the search down further. So we're just going to go back to our search screens. I'm going to put the last name Williams in here, but this time I'm going to add a J because I know the first name starts with a J. So now that we've added the J, this should narrow our search results just a little bit more. It's still going to bring up a long list since we didn't put a complete first name in there. So now it's going to not only look for Williams, but also look for something with the first name with a J. So you'll see the list is a little shorter. Now there are no state actions associated with J. Williams. So what we'll do is I'll just go back one more time. And I'm going to put a full name in here and see what we can get to pull up for Josephine Williams. All right, we don't have anything for Josephine, so what I'm going to do is just shorten that first name up a little bit. Now we see there are Josephine Williams in here, and this is the record that I was looking for. So you see there are several records for Josephine Williams. So I'm just going to click on this first record here. This is going to pull up your case detail page. Now this is going to give you again the licensee information, facility names, a list of any filed accusations or statements, case documents, and then here you see there the list of related cases. So if you're sure this is the record that you want to view, you're simply going to click on the document that you would like to view. Again, a dialog box is going to appear at the bottom of the screen, and you go ahead and click Open. Now, a PDF version of that document has opened, and you can go ahead and do your review of that particular document. Now, you'll see here, this is a final version of the document. And these are the type of documents that we want to see when you are uploading your documents. We do want the final versions of the documents showing the issued and effective dates. And then once you have finished viewing that document, you can simply go ahead and close out of the document. So let's go back to our search screens. Again, this is your starting point, regardless of your user role. So now from here, if you need to upload a document, process again is very simple. You're going to click upload, the type of document you want to upload. You're going to enter your required fields. And again, the date, we like this to reflect the date of issuance or the effective date. And as you hover over the box, they will give you little cues about what we want to see in the box. And then you're simply going to browse and locate your document and click upload. And then again, that is going to bring you to the page where you can see the history of the document along with all this required information that you entered. Now, when you're in the AARS system, if you need help, currently the user manual is here, also the access request form. Eventually, the administrative manual will also be here, and a copy of the training PowerPoint that we went through earlier. There will be a version here for you to view if you are in AARS and you need assistance while you are in the AARS database. So that is part one of the AARS training. Again, the quality of your searches is going to depend on the quality of the data that you have available to you. The more data you have, this is going to assist in narrowing down your search results so you can make sure that you have located the actual record that you are wishing to view and take action on. Again, if you have any questions, please do not hesitate. Reach out to us at the AARS admin inbox, and the AARS administrators will go ahead and try to help you resolve any issues. Again, if you are with the county or another state department, go ahead and contact your administrator first and see if they can help you resolve your issues. And if they cannot, go ahead and again reach out to the AARS admin box, and we will go ahead and help you resolve your issues. Now we are going to continue on to part two of the training, which will focus on county and state administrators, managing your AARS users, and your SecurityUI homepages. Again, if you are not a state or county administrator, you do not have to view part two of the training, but are certainly welcome to do so. This brings us to part 2 of the AARS training. In part 2, we will focus on you as an administrator for your state or county departments. As an AARS administrator, you will have the ability to create, edit, and delete user profiles. Each state and county administrator will be responsible for managing their respective users. This is the SecurityUI login page. SecurityUI is a separate application from AARS. As an AARS administrator, you currently have access to the SecurityUI application. You do not have access to AARS. If you will also need access to AARS to perform searches or upload documents, you will need to create yourself an AARS profile like you would for another user. We will discuss how to create an AARS profile shortly. If you have been designated as an administrator, you should have already registered for your Safe IDs in order to access the SecurityUI application. If you have not registered and you know that you are the designated administrator, send an email to the AARS admin inbox so that your profile can be created. To log into SecurityUI and begin managing users, enter your Safe ID and username, and password, and then click Login with Safe ID. Again, this is a two-step verification process, and you will need to request an access code to continue. Once the Send Access Code box appears, click Send Access Code. This will generate an email containing the access code you will need to enter on the login page. Once you receive the email, open the email and locate the access code. Simply copy the access code from the email and paste into the SecurityUI login screen. Once you have entered the access code on the login screen, click the blue Validate Access Code box. This will take you to your SecurityUI homepages. Your SecurityUI homepage identifies all the applications you are managing. In the future, you may be identified as the administrator for other applications that will be tied to SecurityUI. If you are the administrator for those applications, they will show up here in the Applications drop-down menu. Since currently AARS is the only application tied to SecurityUI, AARS is your only selection option at this time. To begin managing AARS users, you can access your users two ways. You can select the AARS application from the drop-down menu and select Manage Users, or you can click the head icon near the bottom left of the screen. This will display the User Management screen. The User Management screen is where you will create, edit, or delete users. Creating a new user is a fairly simple process. You click the Create User button so that the user information screen will display. This is where you will gather the required user information. All the fields that have a red asterisk are required fields. Enter all of the required information. For the username, we suggest using the email address, as this will be the easiest way for the user to remember their usernames. Also, it will make it easier to locate a user when the user needs assistance. The username cannot be changed once it is entered. The user status auto-populates to pending and will change to active once the user has registered. The authentication mode is Safe ID. The other two options will be used for future applications. The day created and activity date will auto-populate. The email address. Please enter the email address as shown in your agency's directories. The user role, again, is based on the user's current job functions. Please select the appropriate user role. For agency, select the appropriate county or state agency. Verify the information you have entered is correct. After you have entered and verified all the information, click Save User. Once you have clicked Save User, a message box will be displayed. Click OK. Once you click OK, an email will be sent to the new user with instructions to complete their AARS registrations. When you are creating a new user, you will have the option to send the registration emails to a new user as you create each profile. Or you can create a profile and send the registration email at a different time, either individually or all at once. If you would like to create user profiles needed for your county or state departments, but are not ready to send the registration emails, you can add the newly created profiles to your queue and send the registration emails at a later time. To add users to the queue, follow the Create New User steps, and prior to clicking Save User, select Add User Email to Queue near the bottom left of the page, and then click Save User. This will add the newly created user profile into the queue so that the registration email can be sent at a later time. You can do this for one or multiple user IDs. You can access your queue by selecting View Queues from the Applications drop-down menu or by clicking Queue at the top right of the screen. You can filter your queue to display both complete and active user profiles. Complete means that a user profile was created. However, the user has not gone through the registration process. Active means that a user profile was created and that user has completed their AARS registration. After you have completed creating your user profiles and are ready to send the registration emails, filter your queue by selecting Only Complete in the Queue Status section. This will narrow your queue down to users who have not completed their registration for AARS. To send a registration email, first locate and select one or more user profiles. Then select Email from the drop-down menu under Filtered Queues. Then click Execute. This will send a registration email to all of these selected users. If you have users with expired registration emails, you will use these same steps to send the user a new registration email. The registration emails are valid for 7 days. The process for editing a profile is similar to creating one. To edit a user profile, locate the profile you wish to edit, click the Edit button, and the user information page will display. You can update any information in a white box. The grayed out boxes cannot be edited. If you need information such as the email address changed, send an email to the AARS admin at DSS inbox. There are several other edit options available to you by clicking the drop-down arrow. These are Disable, Delete, and Unlock. To use these options, locate the user profile you wish to edit, click the drop-down arrow next to the Edit button, and select the appropriate action. Search filters have been added to assist you in locating and managing user profiles. If you are in a large county such as Los Angeles and have a large volume of users, the search filters will be a valuable tool. To add filters to your search, click Add Filter to display the filter options. Select the filter you wish to use for your search, and then click Add Filter at the bottom of the page. Enter the filter criteria. Click the Add Filter button, and then click Search. This will display user profiles based on the filter criteria. You can use a few letters in your filters. For instance, if you are searching for a user with the last name Johnson, you can put JOH into the filter. This will pull up any user profiles that have JOH in the username. Entering more information will narrow your search results. If you are unable to resolve user issues and need assistance, send an email to the AARS admin inbox and the AARS administrators will work with you to resolve any issues. If you have any questions regarding this training or the AARS database, send a detailed email with your comments or questions to AARSadmin at DSS. Now we will log into the SecurityUI homepage and review some of the user management functions. This is your SecurityUI login page. To log in, simply click Login with Safe ID. And you log in again. Typically here, it would ask you for the access code. But since I was recently logged into the AARS system, it is not requiring me to request that access code right now. Please be aware that typically you are going to be asked for that access code. So please be prepared to go ahead and complete the step of requesting the access code and putting that information into the validate screen. So since I've already was in the AARS system, I'm just going to go ahead and continue to SecurityUI to bring up the SecurityUI homepage. Again, when you log in, this is going to be the first page that you come to in order to begin managing your users. So again, under Applications, whatever applications you are the administrator of will show up here. Now, in order to begin managing your AARS users, You can manage your users here in the drop-down, or again, you can go here to the head icon and go to the user management screen. Now what you'll notice here is that it is showing the users in the AARS system. Because I am one of the designated AARS administrators, it is showing me all of the AARS users. That includes states, county, and other state departments, DSS, other state departments, and the county. You as a county or state administrator, you should only see people from your counties or state departments on your list. If you are seeing other counties mixed in with your users, please let us know that that is not supposed to be happening. So you will see a list of all of your users when you log into your home pages. Now, to begin creating users, again, it's a very simple process. We wanted to make this very efficient for you as an administrator. We know you have a lot of other duties, so we wanted to have this be something that you can do quickly. So to create a user, again, you're simply going to click Create User. Your user management screen is going to come up, this user information screen. You are going to enter all of the required information. Again, the username, once you put that information in there, it cannot be edited. If there is a mistake on the username, once the profile has been created, that profile will need to be completely deleted and it will have to be recreated. So that's just one note again on the username. So you would enter the username. Again, all of your red asterisk fields are required. You're going to put username there. And if you're with DSS, it's going to be your email address. Again, if you are with another county or state department, we suggest using the email address. However, you can make the username whatever you choose it to be. Your user status, again, auto-populates to pending. It will be active once that user completes their registration. Your authentication mode is going to be safe. Your dates created and last activity date will auto-populate. Once you stick the email address in here, as shown in your directory, you're going to do the role. You're going to come down and select the appropriate agency. This box here is for legal use only. Now again, what you can do is what we suggest doing is as you create the user profiles, you go ahead and just send the emails once you click Save User. But again, you do have the option of adding the user to a queue by selecting Add the user email to a queue, and then you can send that registration email later. So once you have selected the option of either sending the email or saving it for the queue, you're simply going to click Save User. You will get the confirmation that the user profile was created. You simply click OK when that happens. And depending on your options here, that user is either going to get an email or you're going to have to go back and send the email later from your queue. So I don't want to save this profile, so I'm going to go ahead and cancel out of that. So now let's talk about editing a profile. So when you want to create a user, you're going to click your Create User button. In order to edit a profile, you first need to locate the user profile that you would like to edit. Now, again, if you are with a small county and say you only have 5 users, 10 profiles show up at one time, so you'll be able to quickly look at your 5 users and find the profile that you wish to edit. However, if you are with a larger county, say like Los Angeles, where there may be hundreds of users, And in order to find the user that you want to make an edit to their profile, we have built in some search filters. This is another reason that the username or email address is very important. Um, if you have a username, you can put in a few letters from the name, or you can type in the whole name. So I'll just put in 3 letters, KIR. Now that you've got your search, your filter data in there, you want to come down here, you want to hit search. And what the system is going to do, it's going to look for the exact combination of KIR. So anything that had KIR within the username is going to pull up. So there's only one, so I'm actually going to take that out and see if we can pull up something with a few more results. So I'm going to put SHE in here. We're going to add the filter. Now we have our filter criteria, and we're going to hit search. So now it has pulled up 11 users with different combinations of the SHE within the name. Shelton and last name, LaSherry, that combination is in there. Slusher, it's here. So that is how the system will pull up your user profiles. So again, once you locate the profile that you want to edit, you're simply going to either click the edit button and edit whatever information needs to be changed on the user profile, or say you have someone who's left the department, or they're going on an extended leave, or they have been locked out of their accounts. You're going to utilize the drop-down arrow and simply click the option that you will need depending on the situation. So for your queues, let's go ahead and talk about the queues. So I'm going to click queue here. Again, you can get to your queues by clicking queue here or through your drop downs and view queues. So you'll see under queue status right now, it's showing all active users. What that means is that these users have received their registrations emails and have gone in and actually completed their registrations. So let's say you are creating profiles and you have not sent the emails. You wanted to send those later, and you were adding them to the queue. So since those users have not received a registration email and have not registered, they're actually going to show as complete, meaning that the user profile has been created, but the registration email has not been completed. So right now we only want to see completed users. We don't want to see anyone who is registered. So we're going to take this active out. Now you see the queue is full of people who have not, for some reason, registered. Maybe they have their IDs have just been created and they haven't had a chance to go in. So whatever the reason is, these people are not registered yet. So what you would do is once you have found the users and you want to send out a registration email, either an initial registration email or, again, if a registration link has expired, you're going to use this same process. So once you click and select one of the users, this filtered queue box is going to pop up. This is going to give you the option to go ahead and send out an email. So you would simply click email, and then once you click execute, an email is going to generate to these 2 selected users. Now I'm not going to do this now. It looks like their IDs were just created, so they should have received their emails. But again, if you have someone who you have just created their ID and you've added them to the queue, you'll be able to go in and send their emails. You can also go in if you know you've sent emails to your folks and you want to know who's registered. Again, you go ahead and select active, and this time take out your complete, and this is going to show you everyone who has actually gone in and completed their registrations. And then when you want to go back to your home page, you just simply click home and it'll bring you back to your SecurityUI home pages. So that actually completes part 2 of the training. Again, if you have any issues or your users are having any issues with registration, they're receiving error messages, anything going on with their login or passwords that you cannot resolve as an administrator, please go ahead and send an email to the AARS admin at dss.ca.gov inbox, and the AARS administrators will go ahead and assist you in resolving your issues. Again, thank you very much for taking the Administrative Action Record System training. If you have any questions, please email us at larsadmin@dss.ca.gov. Thank you.